Hi everyone, and welcome to your April forecast. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about every single zodiac sign throughout the month of April and what you can expect, what battles you're going to be up against, and what serious life decisions you're going to have to make. So I don't know if you know, but there will be at one point 7 planetary bodies in Aries. So that is never happened in human history. This is basically huge momentum. So like a lot of people are going to feel completely different by the end of April. How you start April and how you finish April, they look entirely different. Okay, so I will do this and I will go through each zodiac sign. This is for your sun, moon and rising. Okay, so you can integrate those, cross-read them. All right, so Aries, the beginning of the month is a huge emotional release for you in a partnership. But this month, you are really being born again. So basically, your Mars ruler will be in your sign along with Saturn. It will cross Saturn later in the month, which will allow you to make serious decisions towards your long-term goals. So a lot of career change, stepping out on your own as an entrepreneur, stepping away from toxic work environments, and moving into a more confident role where you're taking more of the leadership. I feel like your vision is definitely changing about how you see yourself and who you see yourself with in your future. And I think that the new moon that we have on April 17th at 27 degrees, that is going to allow you to make decisions for the greater good, even if they hurt. Like it's allowing you to move through some serious inner work, inner healing, and create really the life of your dreams, because you've also got Mercury and Neptune in there. So those two planets together are kind of rewiring your vision. And they're allowing you to like embrace the unknown and cut ties where you may have been afraid to cut ties before. Like, oh, can I do this without this person? I actually can. So the battle you're really going to have is with people that have more power over you or influence over you. And it's actually the biggest battle is the one with yourself, like whether or not you feel prepared to be that courageous. But you are kind of completely changing your direction. You're really coming into your own, and this is like the most powerful month. It will impact you for the next few years. So you're literally making decisions that are setting you up for your financial future. It's a big one, Aries, okay? Big stepping stones for you. And if you don't already have this, I do have an April guide that is available on my website. It's got all the actions you shouldn't be taking in April. Okay, so Taurus, this is a huge month of mental breakthroughs. The biggest battle for you is coming to terms with any trauma that you haven't dealt with, that might unexpectedly sort of surface because you yourself are also emerging. You're going inwards so that you can come out again, basically. I feel like you could be mentally exhausted. I think that you're sort of reflecting deeply on, like, you know, the past 8 years, really, since Uranus entered your sign in 2018. I think you're looking at the sacrifices that you've made, and you're trying to strike a balance once again in your life. And you're sort of fine-tuning everything, and that's where all this planetary energy is allowing you to focus. And I think that trust the messages that you receive in April, because they are literally guiding you onto a new path karmically. That is absolute, with Mercury and Neptune. Okay, Mercury and Neptune together is like you're rewiring your vision. But if you allow yourself to tune in and receive those messages, your life's going to change. Like, I feel like you're going to start seeing angel numbers. You're going to start seeing like signposts, and it's almost like the universe is just in sync with you now. Like you're receiving messages of the unseen. I do think that you might feel personally attacked, but just trust that that's kind of like your trauma talking. So just be mindful of that. It's a great time to sort of go into meditation, go into retreat, allow those things to resurface and let go so you can reemerge. Gemini, this is completely changing your long-term vision, April, like who you're going into the next chapter with. You're getting a lot of attention. A lot of you are going to get huge public recognition, working alongside some very powerful figures, a lot of big offers. But I think that you're coming to terms with this new chapter in your life. I think you're letting go of some old dreams that are outdated. And I think you're coming to a place of surrender and acceptance where you're realizing that the dreams that you had, even though they were very much real, you just weren't in a place, the environment wasn't there for you to actually make it happen. You didn't have the guidance, you didn't have the leadership. Like, it's a place of like, you know, acceptance of where you are right now. So huge spiritual awakenings are happening for you, Gemini. This is the first time I'm using this camera, by the way. I've got like, I'm looking there, but like I think I need to be looking here. So just bear with me. Like I'm taking YouTube more seriously. this is the full moon today. It's opposite Saturn. So I'm like, okay, bitch, get wise. Yeah, so Gemini, like, you're going to heal immensely in April. You could find that someone online tries to fight you, but you need to understand that you're bigger than them, basically. You're bigger than, it's not worth exhausting yourself. You've got to take your future into your own hands. Okay? And there'll be a huge new beginning for you, a new chapter. You're making serious long-term choices. And they're not always easy to make. And that's what is like the healing part. That's where Chiron, that new moon that's April 17th, that's where Chiron comes into play. Okay, Cancer, this is you taking huge leadership in your career long term. Like, basically people are coming to you and you're going to hold a lot of power, a lot of responsibility. People are lost and you're giving them the clearest direction. Like, what do we do? What do we do? It's like you're the one delegating, making the decisions. I feel like you're stepping into your power. You could be arguing with people that are like above you, or parents, or people that, you know, are quite opinionated, but you're stepping into a place of confidence and you're being courageous. You're taking big steps towards your future, and your social status should completely change. Like, the way you're going to hit a milestone, pretty much a big milestone. But I think that it's not going to be an easy road to get there, but you will get there. And allowing yourself to feel everything April 17th will be amazing for you. Really drive your mental focus into like some career project, because that's the best way. Okay, because seriously, Mars conjunct Saturn, the two malefics working together, that's the one I'm most worried about as an astrologer. I've seen it play out before, and it's intense. Like, pick your battle that day, April 17th to the 19th. Like, if someone is pushing their power, it's almost like just, it is what it is for now, but it's not worth. It's kind of like a bull seeing a red flag, like, and they can't even help it. So just pick your battles. You are stepping into a more powerful role though. And this is going to be like the next few years. So huge shift. Leo, the new moon is completely changing your perspective about life. I feel like you're going to feel like you've been living under a rock, the way you've been viewing the world and your personal philosophies. This is massive for travel and global expansion. Like, your awareness is just going to go whomp. And I do think that there could be a serious offer that will impact your career. So Venus will conjunct Uranus later in April, but like I feel like the majority of April, like Venus will conjunct Uranus at the end, but the majority of April, you're sort of deciding your next move, your new direction. You're taking your knowledge very much seriously. Someone might fight you, like, or try to kind of downplay your credentials, and that's going to piss you off. But you're going to also realize you're bigger than that. Or if it's not your credentials, it could just be they're trying to sort of patronize you, to put it simply. Doesn't have to, yeah. It could play out like that. Or you've got to play by some serious rules, okay? Whatever you commit to in April, you're committing to the next few years. So, or even longer, like the next 30, because Saturn has begun a new cycle in Aries, because Saturn takes 29 years to move around the entire zodiac, and because it's back at, you know, the beginning, like, and we have never had 7 planetary bodies in Aries. That is literally like, okay, well, this is impacting us for the next 3 decades. So yeah, anyway, Leo, get serious about the way you think, feel, and fully understand how your belief systems can restrict you. Let go of any limiting mindsets, and just be aware that you want to pick your battles and really read the small print. Virgo, this is all about you becoming financially independent. So a lot of financial freedom is coming to the table, but you're going to have to fight for it, to put it quite simply. You're going to uncover a lot of secrets in a partnership that could be quite confronting, and you're kind of picking a new direction now, and you're thinking of your big financial picture. All right? So just be mindful of that. There could be someone that is sort of giving you a bit of an ultimatum around the 17th, but it's kind of putting you in a position where it makes the decision quite easy, which is a good thing. Libra, this is all about fighting with people one-on-one. Okay, it's pretty intense, the energy that you're going through. I feel like people have a lot to say and you're just over it, but this is the month where you really see who's for you and who is against you. There is a new beginning in a relationship for you. I think this is going to be good because it's helping you heal. It's helping you heal your inner child. And I think you and a partner could be making long-term decisions together financially, how you move forward. You know, I think you're both going to commit to something long-term if you are in an existing partnership. But ultimately, you're kind of at a bit of a crossroads. But I do think that you're seeing the reality of all your partnerships, all your one-on-one interactions. And even though it is confronting, it's also going to be deeply healing. Scorpio, this is huge for your health and routine. So this is the month where you want to take your health seriously. You want to take, you know, like your duties responsibly. So at work or with, you know, family life, your routine, it's time to really get serious about the structure of it, what you're committing to and how it's impacting you long term. Like, how are you supposed to keep this going? We all have an expiry date. We are not superhumans. We are just humans. I know you're going to feel empowered with Mars in Aries because you're ruled by Mars and Mars is in its rulership, but I also just feel for you like this is like you really having to dig deep, like basically fully commit 110% whatever you are doing, and just make sure you look after your health this month. Sagittarius, Aries season for you is about the bigger picture of your legacy, what you're leaving behind. There's a lot coming up with kids. If you're a parent or a grandparent, this is deeply healing. It's new beginnings, new creation, the things you birth into the world and how you want to be remembered for what you birthed into the world. All right, you're realizing a lot of trauma can actually impact what we create, and you're having to make serious commitments to what you produce in the world. and things you have produced before, like that's coming up. Like, okay, well, I've produced that and this is the consequence of it. So just be mindful that, you know, you could produce some of the best things you've ever seen in your life in April. Like, oh my God, you'll develop better connections with your kids, but it will be confronting, okay? Capricorn, the 4th house, this is your home. It's being completely reset. Reset. The foundation, reset. It almost will feel like you're being plucked out. And you could be traveling. So, you know, but for a lot of Capricorns, I think you're kind of digging into your subconscious and you're doing some of the deepest inner healing you've done in your entire life. Okay, like this is like Taurus in a way. Like it's allowing you to sort of break through to the next spiritual dimension. Like you might even experience Ascension symptoms, like because you're awakening. This is your awakening month. Like Mars will conjunct Saturn, and for you, you're fully committing to something in your foundation. Either way, are you going to sever it, or are you going to move forward in a way that creates a whole new structure? That's going to heal your inner world. Then we have Aquarius. So pick your battles, Aquarius. There is a lot of people testing your mental patience. I think this is hard for Aquarius. Be careful in traffic, be careful on the road, okay? If you're an Aquarius, road rage could be an absolute thing, especially around the 17th to the 19th. Just be careful, okay? Like how you're getting around. Like just take extra precautions because travel is a big thing. Like just, there's no shortcuts here, okay? Like you've got to do things the right way. You've got to be a bit of a stickler for the rules. Wear your seatbelt, like, okay, buckle in, because this is the month where you're seriously committing to what you say. Like, okay, so like if you say you're going to do it, people are going to ask you to put your money where your mouth is. Oh, you said that, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, you might even feel like you've sort of got to defend yourself a little bit, but you're committing long term to yourself. And you could be seriously signing one of the best contracts, like a big promotion will come up. Like this new opportunity is going to like blow your mind. So that's positive. Pisces, new money, but in a way where you've got to sort of divide it. Like it's almost like you're the one responsible paying for all the bills, and you've got to be like you're the one with the keys to the door, keys to the kingdom. Like you have to hold that responsibility and, you know, really lean on your core values as to remember your why, like why you're doing it. And that will definitely help you make those decisions. But you will be making some seriously big money. And, you know, that's going to feel like a lot of work because you can't have one without the other. So you are really putting your nose to the grindstone in April. And yeah, I would just say that, you know, don't overpromise, you know, and then you end up under delivering. This is not the month that you want to do that. But yeah, as I said, everything is in the April guide for 2026. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making many, many more. This is my first one. So if I was looking over there and I'm not looking here, we'll find out. But that's April 2026. Hope you enjoyed. I do have a free moon guide as well for today's full moon if you're interested in school on the Helena Hathor Astrology Hub. Well, thank you so much. Have a great month. And yeah, take all your actions very seriously because they are serious.